Welcome to day one of Raise Your Vibration. We are going to be going over the next 3 days how to raise your vibration. One of them is music. So if you are here, go ahead and give me a hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay as I smoke myself out with sage, which I will tell you what that's all about. But dancing, number one. I'm excited to be here with you. We have 3 days. I got to stop the music before Facebook cuts that off as usual, but I love music and that's why you want to catch me on YouTube because that's where I can play it. All right, so we are going here with day one to raise your vibration. We're going to get into what vibration really is, and over the next 3 days, I'm going to give you so many tips, exercises, and things to do in order to raise your vibration. Now, I know what week it is, and if you're in the USA, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. So I know we don't have a lot of time this week, and it really doesn't take a lot of time to raise your vibration. So I am going to be bringing you through different techniques and, again, exercises. So a lot of what you're going to be doing is here with me right now. So if you've got 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to try to keep it that short, but you know, I like to talk a lot. So if you are here, let me know. Say hi. Nancy's here. Good morning. Winnie's here. Hello. I am live on Facebook and I am streaming to YouTube. I had a lot of people reach out to me and say, I'm not on Facebook. Can you do it on YouTube? So I am there too for you as well. So let's get into what exactly we're doing here. So raising your vibration. Everyone hears that and they're like, yes, I want to be happy. But what exactly is it? Now, I teach a lot about energy, and if you haven't, first of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Ingenito. I am an intuitive psychic medium. I'm a Reiki master. I do an intuitive energy healing, and I love to connect your human thoughts with your energy. Now, vibration, when we hear somebody say, oh, that person gives me bad vibes, vibes is vibration. And vibration comes from energy. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit under the weather today. So I'm pushing through. Still, vibration's high, but the body's just a little bit sick. So bear with me if I take some water and take some time to breathe. So vibration is really our energy. And I do this kind of work because when I was healing from my divorce, nobody ever taught me about energy. And I know that we were made of energy, but nobody actually ever explained it to me. And I don't think anybody has really explained it to anybody in this world unless you actually studied energy. So our energy actually carries our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So when we are low in energy, when we are depressed, when we have anxiety, if we have these bad thoughts, all of that is pertaining to our energy. And this is why if you've been going to therapy or you've been trying to think positive, but nothing really is working or happening around you, it's because you're missing the biggest piece of the puzzle, which is your energy. So in this challenge, we're going to be talking a lot about energy and explaining to you and working through our exercises of how to release that negative energy, how we even get negative energy, and how to raise it so that you can enjoy your life and be happy, especially with the holidays coming up, which I thought is the perfect time to do this. So write holidays in the comments if you guys are kind of not really excited about the holidays because you might have to be around those negative narcissistic people. Write holidays in the comments if that is you. So our energy holds our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. But the most important thing that we have to realize before we even get into working with our own energy is that there's multiple ways that our energy can be going into a lower vibration. Now, one of them is that we're taking on other people's energy. Now, if we take on other people's energy, and I've told you that energy holds our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, we're taking on other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now, I see a lot of holidays. Thank you, guys. So imagine your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now imagine yourself taking on other people's. We don't want that. We don't want that. We could be depressed and we're not even depressed. So I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you how to know that and how to get rid of it. I'm going to walk you through some exercises today about that. Other ways that our energy can be lowering is that it's being zapped. It's being zapped from other things. We're going to be talking about that a little bit tomorrow. And then we can also be giving it away. So we could actually be giving our energy to other people, which leaves us depleted. And we're going to talk about that in an exercise today of how to take that back. So you're going to learn a lot and you're going to shift a lot. This is not just a challenge to just learn stuff. This is a challenge of doing. So if you are not dedicated to raising your energy, raising your vibration, you're wasting your time. So go ahead and go do something else. But if you're really serious about doing it, you're going to do the exercises, which is really going to give you the result that you're looking for. So let's talk about taking on other people's energy. When I work with my clients, when we're working through healing after toxic relationships, which is what I really do, really healing the childhood trauma, the first thing that we want to do is, first of all, identify. I'm not sure. Oh, see, Alexa's not sure. We want to identify if we have somebody else's energy on us, and then we have to release that, because I want to be working with my clients' energy, their thoughts, feelings, and emotions, not somebody else's. So the most important thing that we can do on a daily basis is make sure that we're working with our own feelings. Because again, I've had times when I was depressed and it wasn't my depression. It was somebody that was thinking of me, thinking about reaching out to me, thinking about working with me. And yet I was feeling their emotions just because they were thinking of me. So we have the ability, so let me just explain this, so in case of anybody hasn't heard me talk about this yet, is that our energy is like a field around us. It's not just within our body, it's actually around. So I have a book that I wrote all about this. So if you guys want to learn about energy, it's in my book. It's not you, it's your energy. But what happens is our energy field goes out to like where our elbows are if you put them on your hips. If we are interacting with people, our energy is moving in between people. Like I talk about it in the book about a subway in Manhattan during rush hour. It is packed. I can't even imagine all the energy in a subway cart just during that time. We could be taking on other people's energy. It's kind of like just molds together. It's flowing. So it's always flowing, and we can flow in and out of other people's energy. Now, if someone's having a bad day and you're having a great day, and then all of a sudden you get off the subway and you're in this horrible mood, it's because you have now taken on somebody else's energy. We can do this, like I said, even if we're not physically with somebody. So we want to make sure that we're always working with our own energy. So we want to clear and protect our energy. And that's what we're going to be working with today. How to know if you've taken on somebody else's energy. This is my big thing that I teach. It's called default energy. You have to be able to know what your usual energy is. On a given day, how do you usually feel? Now, it could be anything for you. It could be, let me know in the comments what it is for you. It could be you wake up irritable, you're angry at the world. That could be your default energy, and that's cool. There's some healing that needs to be done with that, but if that's you, that's okay. I remember I used to wake up negative every single day. It was just negative, always negative thinking. That was my default energy. So if I all of a sudden got happy, I was probably taking on somebody else's happy energy, which we can do. That's why people take your energy, because it's the happiness, it's the light. It could also be like for me now, like I wake up optimistic, excited about waking up, living the day, like what's going to happen, anticipating something. You know, that could be your default energy too. So just write one word in the chat box about what you think your default energy is. Like, how do you wake up on any random given day? Nothing exciting's happening, nothing really crappy's happening. Just on any given day, you wake up. Do you want to get out of bed? Do you not want to get out of bed? And really start reflecting that on yourself as to how you actually feel every day. Now, if you're going through the day and all of a sudden your mood changes like that, and you start to realize that now you're angry or resentful and you have no idea why. Now, the key to knowing if you have somebody else's energy on you is this saying. If you say this to yourself, I don't know why I feel like this. If you're saying, I don't know why I feel like this, it is most likely not your energy. And I will tell you, it's pretty tricky, because by the time I get to, I don't know why I feel like this, it could be days before I even realize that this isn't my energy. We can blame it on astrology, we could blame it on PMS, we could blame it on just people around us, but that is the key. So if you are constantly saying to yourself, I don't know why I feel like this. Now we're talking about raising your vibration. So if you're here, you might need that boost. You might feel drained, unenergetic. If you're feeling that way, I want you to ask yourself, do you know why? Like right now, yep, I don't have a great lot of energy. It's because I'm under the weather. But for you, is there any reason why you don't feel energetic, up to par? Now, I'm going to share with you a bunch of reasons why, if you can't identify them now. But if you say to yourself, I don't know why I feel like this, you most likely have somebody else's energy on there. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Shakproof. Awesome. Okay. I wake up excited for the day too. Yay. All right. So let's talk about this. So if you have somebody else's energy, so day one today, and again, tomorrow we're going to get into you personally and how to raise and how to get through the holidays this year so that you don't get down too. But today we want to clear and we want to protect your energy because, again, we want to work with your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions for the next 2 days. So this is very important. Now, I already asked you, if you're here, you're a doer. So I would like you to go ahead and do these exercises with me because this is really what is going to shift your energy. Now, if you've never heard of energy and this is the first time, it can be a little bit woo-woo, okay, or taboo, whatever you want to call it. But I promise you it works. So if you are just a little bit skeptical about it, just do it, because what harm is it going to produce if it doesn't work or it's not for you? And that's okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we're going to learn how to clear and protect our energy today. The first thing we want to do is clear. And then we want to protect, because if we're protecting first, that means that we're protecting whoever energy we already have on us, and it'll be a little bit harder to get it off. So every morning, I do advise every morning to clear and protect your energy, every morning and night, because you're going through the day, you know, going around people, talking to people, especially if you're healers or psychics or coaches, therapists, doctors, nurses, like you are around, and just everybody really, you are around so much negative energy that it's very easy for you to take it on. And I talk about empaths. An empath is somebody that absorbs other people's energy. We're all made of energy, so I do believe that we're all empaths. However, it depends on the sensitivity that you are. Some people really don't take on other people's energy. They've created boundaries, maybe even somewhere in childhood. But there's many people that are very, very sensitive that take on everybody else's energy. And right now, as I'm creating this challenge, you know, the world is in chaos, really. Things are just, prices are going up. It's just crazy right now. So it doesn't have to be your energy. It doesn't even have to be people around you, their energy. It can actually just be the overall energy of what's happening in our world. So if you are feeling low, it's not your fault. First of all, it is not your fault. But we have to take that power back, and we have to protect yourself and clear your energy so that you can stay high vibing and stay with really who you are. I remember during the pandemic, some people, you know, I for me as one of them as well, like I wasn't scared of getting sick. I wasn't scared of the virus, but then all of a sudden I started to become scared. Why? Because I was taking on other people's energy, listening to what other people were saying. And sometimes we have to clear that out. We're going to be talking about that today. So let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and pop them in the comments, and I will be glad to answer them. And I love that, Kaz, all your comments are coming in at 1111, angel number. It's an awakening numbers, which is awesome for this challenge because you're awakening to raising your vibration. So let's go ahead and go through an exercise of clearing your energy. Now, I talk a lot about different exercises in the books, but this is one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to walk you through it. So all you're going to go ahead and do is just close your eyes, because it is a visualization exercise. And just go ahead and take a deep breath in. And one of the ways that I said that your energy could be lowering right now, your vibrations could be lowering right now, is because you've given it all away to everybody else. Now, especially if you are in have been somebody that has suffered from toxic relationships, or you identify with being a people pleaser or an overgiver, you might be one of these people that gives your energy away to everybody else. You're trying to help everybody else. Everybody else is more important. And you kind of like take a back seat to your own self and your own self-care. I realized this one time where it was like I was clearing and protecting my energy, but like nothing was working. And I realized that it wasn't about letting go of negative energy that was on me. It was actually about taking my energy back that I had given to everybody else. So that's the exercise that we're going to work with today. So go ahead and keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. And what I want you to imagine is I want you to imagine And you don't have to see anyone specific, but imagine that your energy is all over to different people that you've come in contact with, different people that you've helped, and it's all out there. And I want you to imagine that in your body's kind of empty right now. So you're feeling lethargic, you're feeling drained, you feel like you have nothing left to give to anybody else. So just imagine that and just take a deep breath in, just realizing that, whoops, we've done this. Maybe some boundaries need to be set about how much we give. Go ahead, let that breath out to other people, and realizing that we have to take care of ourselves first. And now I want you to just go ahead and take one more deep breath in. And go ahead and let that out. Now on the next breath in, I want you to take it deep, and I want you to imagine yourself calling all of your energy back into you. You can imagine it as however you want. I talk about slime in the book. You could imagine it as waves. You can imagine it as colors, whatever you want to imagine your energy as coming right back into you. You can imagine it as cords, as ribbons, whatever it is. And I want you to just take your hands in front of you and just start pulling that energy back to you. And then when you breathe it all in, I want you to go ahead and blow it out and release anybody's energy that's on you that doesn't belong there. So any negative energy from other people. I just want you to do that 2 or 3 more times. Take a deep breath in, and again, just pull all of your energy back in. You can imagine pulling it right to your heart, just bringing it back to you because it belongs to you. It does not belong to other people. And then again, pushing that off, blowing it out, and letting anybody's energy that's on you that does not belong to just push it back to them. And then just do that exercise one more time, pulling it all into you, taking that deep breath in, imagining pulling all of that energy, that beautiful, bright, white light energy that you've put out and given to so many other people, just pulling that right back into you. And then deep breath out, pushing all that negative, black, crappy energy right back out to everybody else because it does not belong to you. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. And then go ahead and let that out. And let me know in the comments how you feel right now. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the victim mentality. And we're going to be talking about how to get out of that victim mentality to raise your vibration even more. Teresa says, I have tears coming out. Yeah, it's a powerful, powerful exercise. And again, a lot of what I teach comes through my spirit team. So they brought that to me because, like I said, I had realized that it wasn't about getting the negative energy off of me. It was about I was depleted and I needed to call it all back in. So again, these exercises that I'm teaching you can just take about 2 to 3 minutes. You can do them anywhere. That's why I'm not really using music today, because I want you to have exercises for yourself that you can use anywhere, anytime. So again, breathing out, breathing in, again, pushing people off and pulling yours back in. Maria says she feels lighter. Good morning, Marcia. All right, so that is about clearing your energy. So now we have pulled yours back in, put everybody else's off. So now we're working with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now that you've cleared your energy, we want to make sure that you don't keep getting this negative energy on you all the time. And this is one of the biggest things that I think people miss, is that we don't protect ourselves. Now, I talk about boundaries a lot when I talk about toxic relationships, but there's boundaries with everything. I talk about boundaries when I'm teaching psychic abilities, talk about boundaries with energy. Our protection is our boundaries. So if you do resonate as an empath and you are someone that is taking on other people's energy, now, how do you feel like you're taking on other people's energy? It can look something like this. It can look like constant mood swings, definitely. You could get sick. You could get sick to your stomach. You could get anxiety. So if you're in a place with a lot of people, you could start to feel that anxiety come up. Anxiety to me is just energy. It's like energy of fear that's just bubbling up and kind of like feels like this. Let's see, other ways that you could feel like you're taking on other people's energy. Again, feel depleted. You can get physically sick. You could get emotionally sick. You could be very, very emotional and again, not understand why. You can get physically sick, not just like throwing up sick, but also in your throat, especially if you're not saying things. Energy affects all parts of our body. We'll go through that a little bit tomorrow as well when we're talking about the victim mentality. But so just be aware of that now, and just awareness is key with everything I teach. So just be aware of your own energy and your own thoughts and your feelings. And I think the biggest thing to put together is that your energy is your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So when you are emotional, it's not just your mind that's the problem, it's your energy too. So clearing it is important. Now protecting it. Now, a lot of spiritual teachers will teach you the bubble protection method, will teach you different things. Protection, clearing also, you know, I write about different levels of clearing depending on how long you've had energy on you. But sage is a really good thing. And I love, people love when I show you my little jar. So I just put sage in here. This is white sage. So you can put a light to this and just sage yourself and take deep breaths in too. It's all about intention, really, depending on how much energy of other people's you have on you. It's really about intention. So you can just go ahead and light it and then use it. And then, like I said, people love the jar because I can cap it. I almost set off fire alarms in my old apartment. So this is a beautiful way to also sage or clear your energy, all right, but not protecting it. So protecting it is a little bit different. Once you clear your energy, you want to protect it so that it doesn't keep getting on you. Now, again, depending on how sensitive of an empath you are, or sensitive as on taking other people's energy, will determine how much protection you need. You could just say, I protect my energy, and that might be good enough for you. For highly sensitive empaths, highly sensitive people that take on a lot of energy, especially if you're in fields, like I said, psychiatry, therapist, medical fields, whatever, a lot of other fields that I'm pretty sure have this stuff too, but you want to protect it. So the one way I'm going to teach you how to protect it, because I think this is also the best way to raise your energy. And the reason we're doing this again is to clear our energy so that we can get back to our high vibing energy. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to do another visualization here. And again, this can sound a little woo, a little taboo, like very skeptical. Just try it out. See what happens. So my spirit team showed me a really beautiful way to protect your energy. And again, you can do it at any time, and it only takes about 30 seconds in order to do. So close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And I want you to imagine your heart and a beautiful yellow light. Now, if you can't picture a light, you could actually turn on a light near you and kind of look into it with your eyes closed. Not your eyes open, but your eyes closed, to kind of get that visualization of a bright light in front of you. That's a good way to do this too. So look into any light that you have around you if you can't imagine or visualize this light around you. You're going to imagine it coming from your heart, and you're going to imagine this beautiful yellow light shining out. And I want you to imagine that light getting bigger and bigger. And what we're doing here is we're taking your energy field, your energy around you, your aura, whatever you want to call it, and we're making it so bright that nothing can penetrate it. This is like the sun. If you look at the sun, you look right away because you can't look at the sun really for more than a second. That's the same thing with everybody else's energy. So if you make your energy so bright, nothing can get to you. Now I'm going to tell you why. So go ahead and just take a deep breath in and just imagine your energy shining bright. Just imagine like a big, the air around you just brightening up, that's not even a word, but lighting up and shining like the sun here. Beautiful, beautiful yellow energy that nobody can even look your way. Nobody's negative energy can even enter your energy field because it's so bright. Just take a couple of deep breaths in with that. In and out, and just let that go, okay? I would recommend, and just feel that, actually. Feel that for a minute. Feel like sitting like in the sun. Like you are the sun. Any Leos here? We are the sun, right? But anybody can be the sun. So anybody, you can sit in that sun energy and just feel like you're basking in this beautiful sun, beautiful energy. Energy that lights up the world. This is you right here. Take a deep breath in with that. Just sit with that for a second. Yeah, they want you to sit with that. Just feel how good that feels. It's funny, I thought I wasn't going to bring this in, but I'm going to, Gabby Bernstein in her Super Attractor book, she says something that it feels good to feel good. And I want you to use that line today. It feels good to feel good. And that's what this feels like, sitting in this beautiful yellow light, like sun energy. And as you do this, it feels good for you, but it's also pushing all of that negativity away from you right now. All of the things you have to do, all the thoughts that are holding you down, all the people and their crap that you have to deal with, like just pushing it off. There's no room or space for that right now. Just letting that out, letting it go. Whew. Go ahead and take a deep breath in with that. And then let that out. Brenda, back to work. Darn. Yeah, but you can stay like the sun. That's the thing. Any minute you start to get lower now, you can go very quickly and just pretend you're pushing all of that bright yellow light out. All right. So that is an exercise that you can do to just push all of that crap off of you, especially with the holidays coming up, just pushing it all off. Just pretend for a minute like none of it matters. None of it matters. And then say that to you, it feels good to feel good. And like sink in that and feel that. So that is how you clear and protect your energy so that you're only working with yours. Now I'm going to give you quick other things to do. If you choose to do them, I would suggest that you do them, is to remove those negative people from your mind, maybe even physically from your space, if you can. What I would suggest is, first of all, your news feeds in your social media. Make sure you are only putting in front of your face good feeling stuff. There's so many people that will have either like news, people saying bad things, saying negative things, political things, even like some people, because we love animals and we want to help animals, but we're constantly seeing things that are making us sad because of how people are treated. Now, you are not a bad person because you don't want to see these things constantly in your mind. And what's happening, again, your mind is connected to your energy. So all the time that you're seeing these negative things, your brain is processing that, bringing your energy down a little bit more. And the more you see these, the more they're in your face, the more your energy is going to sink low. So you have to be proactive here and care for yourself. Remember, we're not giving our energy to everybody else anymore. We are not sitting in these people pleaser, overgiving ways. We're taking our power back here for yourself and allowing yourself to take care of you. Now, I know in Facebook, you can unfollow people without unfriending, so you don't have to see their stuff all the time. I suggest going through your social media and unfollowing people, as long as it's not going to cause drama or chaos or whatever. And if that doesn't matter to you, that's good too. To let go. The other way of doing this is we are constantly seeing people that we're comparing ourselves to on social media. That will drop your energy so quick. So let them go. Stop filling the things that you're seeing in front of you with bad things. Fill them with positive things. This will increase your vibration quickly because you're not always taking a hit every single time you're seeing things or comparing yourself to somebody else. I know if you're coaches, healers, psychics, whatever, and you see other people and they're doing more than you, they have more followers than you, like that is going to sink your energy. It's going to get you in a deflated type of energy, a deflated mindset as well. Let them go. It's okay to let go. It's what I teach, the art of letting go. Let them go. Unfollow them. You don't need that. And our brain likes to see that stuff because it likes to keep us in our comfort zones, what I call the ego. It likes to keep us over there. It likes to keep us in our depressed anxiety, just victim mentality. And like I said, we're going to be talking about the victim mentality tomorrow and how to get out of that so that you can raise your vibration and let everything else go. All right. Any questions that we have for today, for day one? Jennifer, I usually watch Most Positive, but yesterday I came across 2020 Missing Women episodes and watched 3 back to back. Now I know what I was doing. I find true crime interesting, but no. Yes, exactly. I know. And it's hard to make those decisions. Like the best thing that you have to do is to make the hard decisions for the benefit of yourself. This is in everything in life, in jobs, in relationships, in people, in news, in shows. You've got to make those hard decisions knowing that that decision that you're making is raising your vibration, which is ultimately going to create the happiness that you're actually looking for in these other things. But it's not in those other things where you're actually going to find happiness. It's in taking care of you that that happiness comes from. Okay. Any other questions? Let me see. Oh, there we go. It feels good to feel good. Yes, Gabby Bernstein, I love her. Feel like I get shivers and must breathe through it and send them away. Yes. Okay. So write commit in the chat box here. If you commit to doing these exercises, being aware of your energy and just start to do them. Literally probably 1 minute a day will start to show you major changes in your life of just clearing and protecting your energy and letting go of the negative stuff that is constantly hitting your brain, your eyes, and your mind and your energy. So I see commit. All right, cool. So join me for day 2, 11 a.m. tomorrow, where we're going to talk about victim mentality. We're going to talk about how to get through the holidays with being around people that you don't want to be around and really kind of staying high vibe for everything that you're going to be going through the next few weeks. I just happen to see you on live newsfeed tomorrow at 11. Yes, and you can watch the replays. I'm on my Facebook group, Turning Pain into Power After Toxic Relationships, my personal Facebook page, and the YouTube channel as well. All right, much love. If you guys are on TikTok, follow me over there. I've been doing a lot of fun stuff over there. All right, much love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.